Yeah, okay, so on a byway here, and it's slippery as hell on my road tyres again. It's a right nightmare. Hello. Just taking it really easy here. No rushing. And there's actually a track, so I'm putting my feet down here because it's almost like it's got a layer of thin mud on this. So because I got the road tyres on it, it's just going to slip out all over the place. So it's one of those things. Just got to be very careful. Not even on the front brake at all. Never off-road anyway. Rear brake, pulling the clutch. So here it's just all over. I can see I'm slipping anyway. More of a balancing act than anything else. You know, you might wonder, why am I going so slow? Well, I'm not ashamed to admit it. It's just it's not that confident, really. That's all. Hello. So put my visor up here. So I'm actually riding with a tyre plug. I picked up a puncture the other day, both in the front and the rear. I can't get a set of tyres until the week, and I thought, you know what, I'll put a tyre plug. I always, top tip, you know, always ride around with a puncture repair kit, and tyre plugs these days are pretty good. But it's the first time I've ever kind of used it off-road, and well, great thing about this bike as well, it's got tyre pressure sensors, which, you know, I'm not really much of a tech guy, but these are really handy for picking up a early puncture, and just monitoring that as well, because it's holding the pressure as well. So, you know, I had about a 3 or 4 mile ride just to get to this point from my home, and you know, another couple of miles here. There we go. Look, this is all right. There we go. There we go. Look, that's all right. Well, I've got to find out where I've got to go now. So look. So I'm using the iPhone sat nav again. Okay, well that's weird, because that tells me to carry on. Maybe this is the road that a byway they've turned into a road. Alright, let me carry on in it. See where we're going then. I think it's just straight on here, isn't it? So that. Yeah, carry on the track. Went onto a little bit of road there, so obviously built across the byway a little bit. So, see, there's lots of people coming down here. Sunday as well today, so I'm expecting lots of walkers, you know, Sunday strollers, dog walkers. You know, I went to walk my own dog this morning, so I came across quite a few horse riders as well. Picking up the tyre pressure sensor this morning now. Let's see what's going on there. Alright, just keep on going. I'm just going to put my foot down here, just in case you can see. It's that kind of thin layer of mud, and it's literally just like a skid pan. So the covering the rear brake, it's not the rear wheel I'm ever concerned about. It's always the front, just skidding out here, especially if it gets on a little bit of an incline and you slips over. And normal bikes, you think, well, it's not too bad, you know, but because it's such a top-heavy bike, this Triumph, you know, it's very easy to lose it and let the weight just, you know, go away from you, really. So here, if I just I'm going round it, I don't really need to, but, you know, if you try and change your direction a little bit, then the front wheel just completely slips away. There we go. I do like getting on these back lanes, especially in my local area, or any sort of local area. Tracks that you wouldn't normally think are there, you know, so, and they're all sort of hidden, or they kind of usually sort of parallel main roads anyway, but they're in the trees and you think, oh, blimey, you know. So here, look, this is a bit of a tricky one because that could slip out. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're picking this up on the camera, but a lot of the time there's a bit of a gradient left or right, and that's what I'm really concerned about. That's why I'm going so slow here, especially because I've still got the road tyres. There's no grip on this at all. I suppose part of the reason I'm doing these videos is to show that you can go anywhere, pretty much anywhere on road tyres, and I've always been a great believer in that. It's just about how you ride and also about how careful you are. Now, you know, you got to be prepared for a fall, which I am, but you just got to try and minimise that whole thing here. So here, like coming into a bit of a dip, or on the back brake, just going really, really gentle and just holding it up. Is it falling away from me on the left? Soft on the right. There we go. So there we go. I actually don't know how much more of this track there is to go. Let's check on the. I'll just pull over a minute. See where I am. There we go. Oh, that's quite a substantial way to go yet. This is quite a good track actually. There we go, look, so back wheel's just sliding out now because, you know, you got the mud, you got the leaves, you got everything here. So it's foot down. You know, people out there say, oh gosh, you never have your foot down. Well, the thing is, you know, again, it always comes down to the tyre choice. You know, you can go anywhere, pretty much anywhere with the right side of tyres on any sort of car, but on these sort of road tyres, it's just like, you know, it's almost like tantamount to going on ice, really, you know, on an ice rink. So there you go. And obviously, you know, you're kind of 50 pence piece it around bends and just keeping it upright, you know, keep your centre of gravity right straight down as well, and no sudden movements, no sudden gear acceleration, no sudden braking, of course. Just making it, make the bike roll through it, as opposed to pulling in the clutch a little bit, putting pressure on the rear brake. Okay, so now I've got a bit of a puddle here. Okay, you can't really see it here, but there's a kind of an incline, a gradient from left to right as well. So just got to be aware of that. I can already see somebody's already come down here on their other motorbike, and they've got some off-roady tyres as well. So, you know, they've dug it up a little bit. See there. If you can imagine this is like riding a bike on sand. Very soft sand. So every now and again it's hard. Then all of a sudden you hit a bit of a sandbank, and the front tyre just digs in and just wants to do whatever it wants to do. You know, so that's why I'm gingerly making my way all the way down here. So I've got about another 100 metres to go, possibly. I don't know, I'm not really sure here. We'll see. See where it says now. Now on my OS map it tells me to go straight on, but here it's got a bend, so... Oh, okay, no, it's a little kink. Doesn't really do anything. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, got this. There we go. Right, so I've got a left turn. Now that is a footpath, I think, to the left, and not the byway. Yeah, it goes to the right here. You always got to be careful on these tracks, because you actually might accidentally go on a footpath or something like that, or a restricted route, not restricted route, a prohibited route or something. So, you know, having a moving map display on a sat nav or on my iPhone, which I'm using today, it's alright. So on previous videos you might notice, might have heard me say that the only drawback I can see with the iPhone is you need to ride with one glove off, really, to be able to move the map, because the map doesn't follow you along your route as you're going along. So that's possibly the only drawback. Oh, also, yeah, the iPhone is drawing a lot of power when it's using a sat nav, so you're going to need to have another applier. There you go. Look, front wheel almost went out on me there, and really going slowly as well. Blimey. You know, always come back to it. It's tyres, tyres, tyres. You know, and there you go. I suppose I'm just proving the point that you can go on road tyres, but it is, you know, it is really, you've got to be. Oh, so your front tyres went out again. Feet down. Got to go feet down here, because it's just not doable, really. There we go. Hey, there you go, we're out. Cool.